Hey everyone, Wolf Lord Rho here. Well, I hope everyone's had a good holiday week, and seeing as it's nearly New Year's Eve, I wish you all a very happy New Year. Now today, we're having a little bit of fun on the channel, as we discuss 55 reasons the Emperor of Mankind is awesome. Now, in talking about why the Emperor is awesome, we have to talk about his life and past. So, general spoiler warning to begin, as we will be referencing events from across the Warhammer 40k universe. So you have been warned. And before we begin, this is just a bit of fun, and as always, just my own personal opinion. Agree or disagree, that's the beauty of talking lore. And there'll be 100 reasons I haven't mentioned here. I had to draw the line somewhere. Maybe one day we'll do a part 2. However, with that said, let's just jump straight in. Reason number 1, the Emperor is awesome. The Emperor was so powerful in the days of the Great Crusade. He could power the Astronomicon and guide it across the galaxy by himself. All the while still prosecuting and fighting in the Great Crusade. Reason number 2, the Emperor had the balls to enter the warp by the portal of Malek, and if rumours are to be believed, either barter with the gods of chaos themselves face to face, or possibly steal something of great power from them. Reason number 3, the Emperor is worshipped by the Mechanicum as the Omnissiah, the living embodiment of the machine god. Reason number 4, the Emperor's own flagship, the Imperator Somnium, was so large it was easily the size of the orbital plates above Terra. Reason number 5, when the Emperor was fighting orcs beside his son Horus, the blows from his sword were described as being as strong as an artillery impact, throwing the shattered orc bodies around like a bomb blast. Reason number 6, when the orcs fired at the Emperor, their shells stopped in the air Matrix style, before evaporating into smoke. Reason number 7, the Emperor used his power to contain a plasma explosion strong enough to destroy a planet, and he sent it into the warp. Reason number 8, when the Emperor's laboratory was destroyed by the gods of chaos during the scattering, it was the Emperor who held together the complex through sheer psychic force, buying his workers and scientists enough time to escape alive. Reason number 9, the Emperor laughed when remembering Russ challenged him to an eating contest. Reason 10, the Emperor knew Russ would never betray him. When Horus suggested the newly found Russ could betray him, the Emperor immediately shot it down with a flat "he will not." Reason 11, the Emperor avenged his own father's death by slaying the murderer, who also happened to be his uncle. Reason 12, the Emperor not only knows of Belisarius Cawl, but spoke to him in person when Cawl was experiencing a memory of the past, implying the Emperor knew full well about the future Primaris. Reason 13, the demons of chaos fear the Emperor, calling him the Anathema. Reason number 14, the same could well be said for the gods of chaos. Reason 15, when the Emperor entered into the Webway to fight alongside his custodies, he was described as a sunrise in a sunless realm. Reason number 16, despite the limitless hordes of demons facing down the Emperor's Webway army, some still fled in terror at the mere sight of him. Reason number 17, the Emperor can throw waves of fire from his sword, slaying thousands of demons with each one. Reason number 18. The Emperor can effortlessly teleport in battle, appearing behind enemies with his sword already embedded within them. Reason number 19. The Emperor's power can cause demons to suffer a true death. Reason number 20. The Emperor can throw his sword at enemies before having it reappear within his hand. Reason 21. The Emperor knew there would be another to follow in Horus's footsteps, learning from the fallen War Master's mistakes. He just couldn't predict who it would be. Time, of course, would reveal it to be Abaddon the Despoiler. Reason number 22 why the Emperor is awesome. When the Emperor found Corax, he sat for hours listening as the Happy Father, whilst the Primarch talked about his life. Reason 23 when Corax and Dawn argued upon Terra in the aftermath of Istvan, the Emperor possessed Malcador the Sigillite to scold his two sons for arguing in his palace, shutting them both up immediately. Reason 24, the Emperor trusted Corax enough to allow him access to the Primarch project, so he might rebuild his legion. Reason 25, the Emperor's glory is so dazzling, when he arrived upon Nostramo, many of its citizens who witnessed his arrival were instantly blinded for life. Reason 26, at the raising of Monarchia, the Emperor forced the entire Wordbearer's legion to kneel before him, with one psychic word. That's an entire legion. Reason 27, the Emperor and the Primarch Magnus the Red were having psychic conversations across the galaxy for many years before they met in person. Reason 28, when Magnus discovered the webway and told his father, the Emperor simply told him he already knew, and to butt out. Reason 29, at the Council of Nicaea, the Emperor made it clear anyone who breaks his edict would be met by destruction. Plain and simple. Reason 30, upon his first meeting with Sanguinius, the Emperor promised to leave Sanguinius's people alone, unless they chose otherwise. A promise he kept. Reason 31, even in the darkest moments of the heresy, the Emperor foresaw a time, 10,000 years in the future, when humanity's fight back might begin. Reason 32, he decided his ultimate plan for the Siege of Terra by playing a game of regicide with Malcador. Reason 33, the Emperor himself forged the great spears of Constantine Valdor and Leman Russ, to which he always intended both of them to wield. Reason 34, the Emperor knew Vulcan had to make the Doomsday device for the Golden Throne, because he of all the Primarchs would least want to use it. Reason 35, if not for the Ruinstorm, the Emperor could psychically look across the entire galaxy from Terra to see what Guilliman was doing upon Macragge. Reason 36, at the height of the Siege of Terra, the Emperor gambled everything by offering Magnus a chance to be redeemed. Reason 37, the Emperor saved Guilliman from the brink of death in his duel against Mortarion, before burning the Garden of Nurgle itself. Reason 38, the Emperor still believes he may be able to save the traitor Primarchs, as he told Mortarion. Reason 39, the Emperor didn't celebrate the Lion's victories because he knew the lion didn't need it. The victory alone was enough. Reason 40. Upon their first meeting, the Emperor saved Perturabo from falling off a mountain. Reason 41. He christened Perturabo as the Lord of Iron himself. Reason 42. The Emperor hinted at wanting to resurrect the deceased Ferrus Manus. Reason 43. The Emperor spoke to Leman Russ in a dream after his final interment upon the throne, reminding his son his duty was to protect the Imperium they had created. Reason 44. Before his mysterious departure, Valdor received a vision, most likely from the Emperor himself, implying Valdor has been working on the Emperor's orders the entire time. Reason 45. The Emperor was wrong about Jagatai Khan, fearing he would betray them also during the heresy. Okay, maybe not awesome, but a cool little fact. Reason 46. The Emperor's power banished Nurgle's disease from Jagatai's body, and also fully healed the Primarch. Reason 47. The Indomitus Crusade could well be the Emperor's plan. While Guilliman remembers their reunion differently each time, the one witness, Trajan Valoris, saw Guilliman listening intently in deep conversation with his father. Reason 48. The Emperor created the Primarchs. I mean, come on. Reason 49. The Emperor possibly spoke to Kurz before his death, telling his son there is nothing to forgive. And even if he didn't, that's what Kurz believed his father would have said anyway. Reason 50. The Emperor listened to Malcador to create the Grey Knights chapter. Reason 51. The sheer strain on the Emperor since his interment upon the throne has possibly shattered his mind into several separate entities, and yet he still keeps on fighting. Reason 52. He defeated every Primarch who challenged him upon their reunion. Reason 53. He could see Angron was a broken, psychotic madman, and he gave him a legion anyway. Reason 54. The Emperor really found Alfarius first, and kept the whole thing secret. But of course, that could be a lie in itself. And the final 55th reason the Emperor is so awesome. The Emperor has been suffering constantly upon the Golden Throne for every single waking moment for over 10,000 years, giving the ultimate sacrifice for humanity's survival. That is why the Emperor is awesome. But as always everyone, what do you think? Why do you think the Emperor is awesome? And why do you not? What reasons do you agree with and which ones do you disagree with? Once again, I hope you all have a good new year, and a huge thank you to all my subscribers for your support. If you're new, please consider subscribing to help the channel grow. And with that said, I am off, and I'll see you all again real soon.